Finally. No one can leave around. Frostborn. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Faithless coward. For the Lich King.
Our allied town is
last.
being attacked!
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Point the way.
Tread lightly. Fine. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around.
Our allies' hero
Tread
has
lightly.
been slain!
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more
Our
like it.
allied town is being
Frostmourne
attacked!
hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. No one orders me
Our
around.
allied town is being
Frostmourne
attacked!
hungers. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne.
Greetings, friend.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. Faithless coward. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? No one orders me around. Finally. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is finally. Ah, at last. What is it now? This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it? Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allies' hero
This
has
is
been
more
slain.
like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied town is being
At
attacked.
last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Tread
Our
lightly.
allied town is being attacked.
This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Speak.
Our allies' hero
No
has
one
been
orders
slain.
me around. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. What is it now? No one orders me around. This is more like
Our
it.
allies' hero has been slain.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. At last.
Our allied
Finally.
town is being attacked.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our
At
allied town
last.
is being attacked.
This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. At last. Tread lightly. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak. Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Glory to the Scourge! Frostmourne hungers. or
attack!
the Lich King. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. What is it now? This is more like it.
Our ally's hero has been slain!
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being
At
attacked!
last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked!
This
Under
is more
attack!
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being attacked! Under attack!
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Finally. Ah, at
Our allied
last.
town is being attacked!
This is more like it. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied hero has been slain!
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
Our allies' hero
At
has been
last.
slain.
Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. At last. Frostmourne. At last.
Allies' hero has been
Speak.
slain.
Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. For the Lich King. At last. Sure. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. What is it now? At last. This is more like it. At
Our
last.
allies' hero has been slain.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Fates. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is
Our
more
allies' hero has been slain.
at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being
At
attacked. Under attack.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. No one orders me.
Welcome to our village.
Tread lightly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. At last. No
Our
one
allied
orders
town
me
is being
around.
attacked.
This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our
This is more
allied town
like
is
it.
being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Now, Frostmourne. For the Lich King.
Our
Finally.
allied town is being attacked.
I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. Speak. Tread lightly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Tread
Our
lightly.
allied town is being attacked!
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. What is it? Speak, fool. Tread lightly. This is more like it. No one knows me around.
Our allied town is being
Frostmourne.
attacked!
Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. No one orders me around. This is more
Our
like
allied's hero has been slain!
finally. At last. Finally.
Our allied's hero has been slain!
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked!
This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like
Our
it.
allied town is being attacked!
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Our allied town
Finally.
is being attacked!
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Our allies' hero has
Finally.
been slain!
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
Our allied town is being attacked!
This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. What is it now? Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Glory to
Our
the
allied town
scourge.
is being attacked!
No one would
Slain!
finally. This is
Our allied town is being attacked!
at last. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Our allied
at
town
last.
is being attacked!
What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. At last.
Our allied town is being attacked!
At last. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked!
What is it now? Finally. At last. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied town is being attacked!
At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Speak, fool. Finally.
Our allied town
No
is
one
being
orders
attacked!
me around. At last. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied's
Finally.
hero has been slain!
At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
We're under attack!
Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied town is being
At
attacked!
last. What is it now? No one orders me around. What is it? Speak, fool. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it.
Our
Frostmourne
allied town
hungers.
is being attacked!
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. At last.
Our
Frostmourne
allied town
hungers.
is being attacked!
At last.
Our allied town has been slain!
Finally. This is more like it. No one
Our
orders me
allied town is being attacked!
At last. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Finally. At last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. What is it now? Finally. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is finally.
Our
This
allies'
is more
hero
like
has been
it.
slain.
Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Our allied town is
This is
being
more
attacked.
Finally. What is it now? This is no one orders me around. What is it now?
Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked.
This is more ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last.
Our allied town is being
Finally.
attacked.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. No one orders me. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Our allied town is
Frostmourne
being attacked.
hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
Our
Ah,
allied
at
town
last.
is being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied town is
This
being
is more
attacked.
like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Our
Ah,
allies'
at
hero has
last.
been slain.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last.
Our allied town is being
Frostmourne
attacked.
hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied town is being
Ah,
attacked.
at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our allied town
at
is
last.
being attacked.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Our allied hero has been
Ah,
slain.
at last. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Finally.
Our
Frostmourne
allied town is
hungers.
being attacked.
Tread lightly. Finally.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Ah, at last. This is more.
Our
Orders
allied
me
town is
around.
being attacked.
What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne
Research
hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
allied town is being
This is
attacked.
more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied hero
At last.
slain. Our
Frostmourne
allied town is
hungers.
being attacked.
Finally. No one orders me around. This is
Our
more
allied hero has been slain.
tread lightly. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our
Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our allied town is being
Speak,
attacked.
fool. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more finally.
Our allied town is
At
being
last.
attacked.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Finally.
Our allied town
This
is
is
being
more like
attacked.
it. Finally. At last. Speak, fool. Finally. No one orders me around. At last. Finally.
Our allied
This is
town
more
is being
like it.
attacked.
At last.
We're under attack.
This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally. At last. This is
Our
more
allied town is being attacked.
finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Greetings,
At
friend.
last. What is it? Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied
at
town is
last.
being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne
Our allied
hungers.
hero has been slain.
At last. Frostmourne hungers.
We
tread
need
lightly.
more lumber.
Finally.
Our
Research
allied town is
at
being
last.
attacked.
Finally.
Research complete.
Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied
Finally.
town is being attacked.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Has been slain. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked.
Speak, fool. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally.
Our
At
allied
last.
town is being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our allied town
This
is
is
being
more
attacked.
like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Speak. At last. At last.
Our allies' hero has been
Finally.
slain.
This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied
No
town
one
is
orders
being
me
attacked.
around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. At
Our
last.
allied town is being attacked.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our allied town is being attacked.
This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
allied town is being attacked.
Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
This is more like it. At last. What is it now? Finally. At last.
Our allied town is being attacked.
At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Our allied
At
town
last.
is being attacked.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allied town is being attacked.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our allies' hero has been slain. Our allied
This is
town
more
is being
like it.
attacked.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. At last.
Our allied town is
No
being
one
attacked.
orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
Our allied
Finally.
town is being attacked.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied town is
This
being
is more
attacked.
like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our hero has been slain. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. town is being attacked! Our allied town is being attacked!
Frostborn hungers. At last.
Allied town is being attacked!
Frostborn hungers. Finally. At last. Finally. At last. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
Our allied town is being attacked!
At last. Speak, fool. Frostborn hunger. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostborn hungers. At last.
Our allied hero has been slain!
Yes, I'm already on. What? No, would have thought of something better. No.
Our allied hero has been slain!
That could prove. Yes, I'm already on. Probability of success? 0. How did that get approved? You want me to do what? I will level you. No, I thought of something better. Yes.
Morn hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally,
Our allied town is
this
being
is more
attacked.
like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, hungers.
Our allied
Finally.
town.
Finally. Ah, at last.
Our allied
Finally.
town is being attacked.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is
Our hero has been slain. Our allied hero has been slain.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
You called? We need more
Is there
gold.
Indeed. Is there something amiss? You called. A fake. There's something amiss. I You called? Yes, right away. That sounds logical. In the Lich King's name. Yes, right away. Yes. That sounds logical. Burn. I've been thinking.
Our
That's
allies' hero has been slain.
In the Lich King's name. Yes.
Our allied town is being attacked.
that sounds logical. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. Is there something...
Welcome to our village.
Is there something amiss? I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? That sounds logical. Indeed. 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 Yes. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Yes, right away. My talents are yours. That sounds logical. Indeed. There's something amiss. My talents are yours. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. Indeed. Is there something amiss? I've been thinking. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yeah. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed.
Point the way.
You called. My talents are yours. I've been thinking. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. You called. My talents are yours. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. A faithful choice. In the Lich King's name.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yes, right away. That sounds logical. You called. Taste this. Yes, right away. In the Lich King's name. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. There's something I've been thinking.
Our allied
something
town is
amiss.
being attacked.
Indeed. A fateful choice.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Yes, right away.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Hello there.
A fateful choice.
Greetings, friend.
Indeed. Thinking. Taste this. Yes, right away. Burn. That sounds logical. In the Lich King's name. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Point the way.
You called. Indeed. I've been thinking.
Our allies' hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked.
My talents are yours. I've been thinking. My talents. That sounds logical. There's
We're
something
under
amiss.
attack.
A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. You called? I've been thinking. A fateful choice. You called. Taste this. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. In the Lich King's name. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. Is there something amiss?
Our allies' hero has been slain.
That sounds logical. You could.
Point the way.
My talents are yours. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. Taste this. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied hero has been slain.
I've been thinking. Indeed. My talent. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. There's something amiss. My talent. Is there... That sounds logical. A fateful choice.
Our
Yes,
allied
right
town
away.
is being attacked.
That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed.
Our allies'
You
hero
called.
has been slain.
A fateful choice. That sounds logical. In the Lich King's name. Indeed.
Hello there.
My talents are yours. Taste this. In the Lich King's name. Taste this. In the Lich King's name. Taste this. Is there something amiss? Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. My talents are yours. I've been thinking. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice.
Our allies'
that
hero
sounds
has been
logical.
slain.
A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes,
Our
right
allied
away.
town is being attacked.
Is there something amiss? That sounds good. A fateful choice.
Our allies' hero has been slain. Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked.
I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? I've been thinking. You call. My talents. I've been thinking. Talents are yours. Indeed.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. You called? That sounds logical.
Our allied town is
Indeed.
being attacked.
Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Welcome to our village.
There's something amiss. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Indeed. There's something amiss. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. My talents are yours. A fateful choice. Yes, right away.
Our allied town is
something
being
amiss?
attacked.
A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. The Lich King. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. You called. That sounds logical.
Our allied
Indeed.
town is being attacked.
I've been
Our allies'
Talent.
hero has been slain.
Is there something amiss? That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked.
You called? Indeed.
Inventory is full.
A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes,
Our
right
allied
away.
town is being
A
attacked.
fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds
Our
logical.
allied town is
A
being
fateful
attacked.
choice. Indeed. You called? That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
I've been thinking. Yes, right away. You called? My talents are yours. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. I've been thinking. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. Yes, right away.
Our allied town is being attacked!
I've been thinking. A fateful My talents are yours. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. Taste this. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. I've been thinking. That sounds logical. Is there something amiss? Yes, right away. I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? I've been thinking. My talents are yours. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. I've been thinking. Indeed. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical.
For the Lich King!
Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being
Indeed.
attacked!
Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. You called?
We need
My
more
talents are
gold!
yours. Indeed.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
I've been thinking. Yes, right away. There's something amiss. That sounds logical. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town
That
is being
sounds
attacked!
logical. Is there something amiss? A fateful that sounds logical. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our allied town is
Yes,
being
right
attacked!
away. A fateful choice. You called? Yes, right away. Is there something else? I've been thinking. That sounds logical. You called? I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. Indeed. My talents are yours. A fateful choice.
We're under attack!
A fateful choice. logical. A fateful choice. There's something amiss. You call. My talents are yours. Yes, run away.
Greetings, friend.
Is there something amiss? You called.
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, run away. That sounds logical. Yes, run away. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Indeed. Yes, run away. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. My talents are yours. That sounds logical. Yes, right away.
Point the way.
You call. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. In the Lich King's name. Burn. Please burn. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. My talent.
Welcome to our village.
Is there something amiss?
Our allied town is
sounds
being
logical.
attacked! Our allied hero has been under attack!
Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? That sounds logical. You called. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being
Yes,
attacked!
right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked! Our hero has been slain! Our allied town is being attacked! Our allies' hero has been slain!
Is there something amiss? My Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. You called. That sounds logical. Yes. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes. Indeed. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked.
Is there something amiss? I've been thinking. You called? Indeed. Is there something amiss? My talents are yours.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
You called? Yes, right away. My talents are yours. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being
Faithful
attacked.
choice. Indeed. A faithful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. A faithful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. You called. A faithful choice. Yes, right away.
Our allies' hero has
Sounds
been
logical.
slain.
Yes, right away. A faithful choice.
Our allied town is
There's
being
something
attacked.
amiss. Indeed. A faithful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. A faithful choice. Yes, right away. You called. Talents are yours.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. A faithful choice. That sounds logical. A faithful choice. Indeed. A faithful choice. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A faithful choice. That sounds logical. You called. A faithful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Yes, right away.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. You called. A faithful choice. Indeed. My talents are yours. A faithful choice. Indeed.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. A faithful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. A faithful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds
Our
logical.
allies' hero has been slain.
A faithful choice.
Our allied town is being
Indeed.
attacked.
Yes, right away. A faithful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked!
Are you thinking? Is there something amiss? Right away.
Our allied hero has been slain!
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? That sounds logical. In the Lich King's name. Burn. In the Lich King's name. Taste this. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Is there something amiss? You call. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Yes,
Our
right
allied
away.
hero has Our allied town is
Fateful
being attacked!
choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. You call. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Is there something else?
Our allied town is being attacked!
Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful
Our
choice.
allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. My talents are yours. That sounds logical. Yes, right away.
Our allies hero Our
been
allied
slain.
town is being attacked!
A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Is there something amiss? Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful,
Our allied town is being attacked!
indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. I've been thinking. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. You called? Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our
That
allied
sounds
town is
logical.
being attacked!
My talents are yours. Yes, right away. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed.
We're under Our allied town is being attacked!
A fateful choice. That sounds logical.
Our allied hero has been slain!
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed.
Greetings, friend.
Yes, right away. I've been thinking. Indeed. In the Lich King's name. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our allied tower is being attacked and slain.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed.
Our allied tower is
Sounds
being
logical.
attacked.
A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. My talents are yours.
Our allied town is being
That
attacked.
sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. In the Lich King's name. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. You called? My talents are yours. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being
sounds
attacked.
logical.
Hero has been slain.
Yes, right away.
Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked.
You called.
Hello there.
Our allied hero has been slain.
You called. In. There's something amiss. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. I've been thinking. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful
Our
choice.
allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. For the Lich King! Is there something amiss? Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds
Our
logical.
allied town is being attacked.
Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our hero has been slain. allied town is being attacked! Our allied town is being attacked!
You called? Is there something amiss? That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, I will. A fateful choice. You called. That sounds logical. Yes,
Our
I will.
allies' hero has been
Is
slain!
there something amiss? A fateful choice. That sounds logical.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
Yes, I know. A fateful choice. My talents are yours. I've been thinking.
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical.
Our allies' hero has been slain!
Is there something amiss?
Our allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. I've been thinking. Is there something amiss? My talents are yours.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Indeed. Yes, I will. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes,
Our allied town is being attacked!
yes, I will. Indeed. Yes, I will. Indeed.
Our allied town is being attacked! Our hero has been slain! Our allied town is being attacked! Our allied hero has been slain! Our allied town is being attacked!
I'm thinking. My talents are yours. Is there some? That sounds logical. That sounds logical. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. You called? Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. In the Lich King's name. I've been thinking. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes,
Welcome to our village.
Greetings, is there something? I've been Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Indeed. You called? Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. 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 A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Indeed. Talents are yours. Is there something else? Yes, right away. Indeed. You called? Is there something else? My talents are yours. I've been thinking. Indeed. That sounds logical.
Our
Yes,
allied
right
town
away.
is being attacked!
A fateful choice. Is there something amiss? That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
We're under attack!
Fateful choice.
Our allied hero has been slain!
That sounds logical. Indeed. Who called? I've been thinking.
Our allied town is being attacked!
Yes,
Research
indeed.
complete.
Our allied's hero has
That
been
sounds
slain!
logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away.
Our allied town
A
is being
fateful
attacked!
choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed. That
Our
sounds
allied
logical.
town is being attacked!
Yes, right away. Is there something amiss? Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful
Our
choice.
allied town is being attacked!
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our hero has been slain! allied hero has been slain.
You call. That sounds logical. I've been thinking.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed.
Our allied
that
town
sounds
is being
logical.
attacked.
A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. My talents are yours. Yes, right away.
Our
that
allied
sounds
town
logical.
is being attacked.
Yes, right away. That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our allied town is
Yes,
being
right
attacked.
away. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked.
I've been thinking. My talent.
Our allied town is being
I'm
attacked.
thinking. Indeed. That sounds logical. My talents are yours. A fateful choice.
Our allied town
Yes,
is
right
being
away.
attacked.
In the Lich King's name. A fateful choice. Burn. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied
that
town
sounds
is being
logical.
attacked.
Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds
Our
logical.
allied town is being attacked.
Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical.
Is there
Our
something
allied
amiss?
town is being attacked.
Indeed. My talents are yours.
Is there something amiss?
In the Lich King's name. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being
Indeed.
attacked.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. Yes, right away.
Our allied town is
Indeed.
being attacked.
A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked.
thinking? There's something
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. Indeed. Yes, right away. Indeed. That sounds logical.
Our allied town
Yes,
is being
right away.
attacked.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is
Indeed.
being attacked.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed. A fateful choice. That
Our
sounds
allied
logical.
town is being attacked.
A fateful choice. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. Indeed.
Our allied town
A
is being
fateful
attacked.
choice. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied hero has been slain. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked. Our allied town is being attacked.
The talents are yours.
Our allied hero has been slain.
That sounds logical. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Our
Yes,
allied
right
town
away.
is being attacked.
That sounds logical. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. Indeed. A fateful choice. That sounds logical. Yes, right
Our
away.
allied's hero has been
A
slain.
fateful choice.
Our allied town is being
That
attacked.
sounds logical. A fateful choice. Indeed. That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Rethinking. That sounds logical.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Is there something amiss? A fateful choice. I've been thinking. Indeed. A fateful choice. Indeed.
Our allied town is being
That
attacked.
sounds logical. Yes, right away.
Our allied hero has been
That
slain.
sounds logical. My talents are yours. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
In the Lich King's name.
Our allied
Yes,
hero
right
has
away.
our allied town is being attacked.
That sounds logical. A fateful choice. Yes, right away. That sounds logical.
Our allied hero has been slain. allied town is being attacked!